world? Hey y'all, I guess somebody's watching. Just bored, y'all. Kind of figured I'd just tie some flies. Just stringing up my bobbin, y'all. I was about to tie, and my thread was wrapped around it somehow. It's still wrapped around it. There it goes. All right. What's up, Chad? Just gonna tie some flies, y'all. I've been fishing for like the last, I think, 5 days straight or something like that. So today I'm just sitting around the house, man. So I just figured I'd tie some flies, at least for a little while. I might go do something later. Let me get a little light right here, y'all, so I can see. All right. A roach looking fly today. Man, I'm just gonna tie a bunch of stuff that basically, I got a ton of material. I'm just trying to tie a bunch of stuff that works, honestly. Let's see here. Let me grab a. How often do I lose flies? Not very often. We don't break off a whole lot. I usually use. I mostly use 30-pound leader. Yeah, this is a 3/0. So it might be backwards because I'm just using my phone, but it's a 3/0 Umpqua hook. It's a saltwater hook, and it's their competition series or something like that. But no, we don't lose flies a lot, man. We don't break off a lot. I normally use 30-pound leader, sometimes 40-pound, and as long as people fight the fish good, we don't really lose them that much, man. They'll get worn out more than anything, just catching after a while, just catching a bunch of fish on them. That's the main thing. I was just getting everything lined up, y'all. So I'm just gonna throw a. This is a large size lead eye on here. Man, fly fishing's awesome. I'm a guide here in Louisiana. I've been doing charters the past 5 days, 5 or 6 days. I'm off today, and then I got charters Monday and Tuesday. I think I'm off Wednesday so far. What part of Louisiana? I got in the like the Port Sulphur area, south of New Orleans. All right, let's throw some glue. Throw some glue right here on this thread. This glue dries with ultraviolet light. Let's throw some glue on here. Just to dry that up. We've been pretty busy with charters though. Yesterday I had a fly trip, and I think the day before that was spin. I do fly fishing and I do regular conventional, spin rod and stuff like that. I got a fly fishing boat and I got a bait boat. So do both. All right, let's throw some. I was thinking about what I want to. I'm gonna take a piece of squirrel. This is squirrel zonkers. It's got some chartreuse on it. We're gonna throw that for a tail. We're gonna make our tail out of that. So we're just gonna use this as a tail on this fly. Let's see. Just gonna cut off a couple of inches of it right here. Might tie a few of these up. Hey everybody, thank y'all for watching. I normally do this late at night, honestly, but I was kind of sitting around the house, so I figured I'd tie some flies. Throw a little squirrel zonker tail on there. All right. I'm gonna grab some sparkle, throw in here. Sorry, y'all, I'm just grabbing ingredients. All right, I found what I was looking for. Book for the season. So, man, down here in Louisiana, redfish are all year round. Right now, I'm booked about half of May. June and July are pretty open right now. I've got a few trips, but not many. The fishing's really good then. It just gets hot. Some people don't want to fish when it's hot. But the fishing's actually really good in June and July. We catch a lot of big bull reds, a lot of big 20+ pound bull reds and a lot of Jack Crevalle during that time. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of gold. We're gonna throw some gold right here, throw a little bit of shiny on the hiney. Grab one more piece of that. Because I got one little piece right there not wanting to cooperate with me. Let's grab one more piece right here. Throw a little bit of shiny on the hiney right here. Ingredients, baby. That's what we're doing. We cooking up some redfish candy right here. We're cooking up some redfish candy. Right now, we've been having a lot of southern wind down here, so the water's kind of high. It's been making the fly fishing a little bit harder just because the fish are going way back in the shallow stuff, further than I can even get with my pulling skiff. That's it. What's up, Musket? I'm gonna throw a little bit of green on here too, y'all. A little bit of green shine. I usually do this at night, y'all. I wasn't fishing today. I'm just sitting around the house. I was kind of bored, so. Which later on, I'll probably go do something, but I mean, I got too much thread out. Hold on. Got too much thread out right there. All right, let's see. Redfish candy. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Redfish candy. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'm just making something up that will probably work, y'all, is all I'm doing. All right. Let's see. We're going to throw a little bit of body on here. I'm gonna grab a feather. This feather will be my next ingredient right here, y'all. Let's see. Let me find a good looking one right here. That's probably alright. On these saddle hackle, y'all, I normally cut off this real thick part of the feather right here. It's usually it's going to break anyway if you try to wrap it. So let's throw a saddle hackle on there. Make it look fat. Yep. We're going to give it a little, we're going to wrap some feather right here around it. Find my tweezers. There they are. Found them. Get this thread out of the way. Oh, I hate when stuff pops off my clamp, y'all. Happens all the time, though. Hate when that happens. Golly, dude, what is up with this feather? I guess I'll just hand wrap it. My tweezer keeps popping off. Let's see if it'll stay now. Let's see if it'll stay now. I don't know. We're gonna trim some of this back because I know this looks a little wild. We'll trim some of this back. Trim some of that back. I was just seeing if I missed any chat or anything, y'all. I think actually I'm gonna go with another feather, a smaller one. So this coming, let's see, this next weekend is a fly fishing festival in Gulfport, Alabama, y'all. So if you like fly fishing, there's a tournament that goes along with it. It'll be freshwater and saltwater. It's not biggest fish or anything like that. It's the most different species. But right now you can catch everything out there along the beaches. So, and plus they got freshwater right there also. I'm gonna trim some of this back here in just a second, everybody. Trim some of this back. Are cobia running? I do not know. I haven't. So, snapper season comes in May 1st. So I'll be running out. I'll be running out that way then for snapper and stuff. Man, I don't know though. No, sir, we're not. We're doing fly. So I'm just tying some flies. I was sitting around the house, kind of bored, so I just gonna tie some flies up, y'all. I'm gonna trim a little bit of this. Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait and trim it up when I get done. I'll wait and trim when I get done. Let me grab some wrap and throw around there. Grab some wrap and throw around here, y'all. Let's see. Make sure I hadn't missed anything. Thank y'all for watching, by the way. I was sitting around the house not doing anything, so I figured I'd just tie some flies. I've only got a few hundred flies. I could always use more. Throw this wrap around here, y'all. Give it some wrap. Okay. That's hilarious. That's funny. What's that, Debo? That's funny, man. All right. Just kind of brushing it back. We'll tie this one off, and I'm gonna trim it up a little bit and tie some more. Just throw some glue over those knots right there so they don't come undone. Start catching fish. Hit it with the UV light, dry it up. Quick, easy. I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit. I'm gonna trim off a little bit of that feather, just to clean it up a little bit. It'll be fine. When this is in the water, it'll all kind of flow backwards anyway. You know, it'll flow backwards in the water. Looks like that will work. All right, let's try something else. Let's see. Probably do some black and purple, y'all. Black and purple is one of our go-to colors down here. Let's do a little bit of black and purple. I'm just putting up some supplies right here that we're not going to use right now, so my desk don't get completely destroyed. All right, let's do some black and purple. All right, here we go. 3/0 Uncle Hook. Thank y'all for watching, by the way. I know y'all could be doing anything on a Sunday afternoon. I was just sitting around the house not doing anything, so I just figured I'd tie some flies. Alright. 3/0 Uncle Hook. Put a little thread base right here below the eye of the hook. Like that. Since we're going black and purple, let's see if I can find a purple eye. Yeah, I got some purple eyes right here. That's a medium eye, but it'll be fine. Let's throw a medium purple eye on there. All right, so we're gonna take a purple lead eye right here, y'all. This is a medium. Just gonna lay it on top of the little thread base we put right here on the hook, and just do a couple little wraps just to kind of hold it there. And then we'll do some wraps in the opposite direction right here, just to kind of get it sitting on top of the hook. And then you kind of want the eye to be, you know, not parallel. You want it to be 90 degrees with the hook. So just want to make sure everything's lined up pretty good, which I think it is. And then you'll just start wrapping. You go under your hook in one direction and over the over the lead, and then under the hook in the opposite direction over the lead. So you're just making these little X's right here on the hook, y'all. Recheck it, make sure I didn't mess it up. just like that. And then something I always do after I do a bunch of X wraps in it, I'm gonna go under the lead and above the hook with some wraps. Someone was calling it helicopter wraps the other day. I don't really know. I don't know what the name of it is. I just do it, and that's gonna kind of cinch those together. And then we'll just run a thread base down the hook. Like that. We'll throw some glue right here. Throw some glue on this thread. Make sure all that stuff stays when you start catching fish. You just don't want you don't want your eyes to start spinning around on your hook when you're catching fish. Hit it with a UV light, ultraviolet light. That dries it within just a few seconds. All right, now we'll start with the tail section. I think to be simple, we'll go with some zonkers. It's just quick and easy. So these right here are rabbit zonkers, I think. Yeah, these are rabbit zonkers, purple and black. So we're just gonna cut off a couple inches of rabbit zonker. All right, so we got some rabbit zonkers. See, it's got purple with some black stripes on there. We're gonna lay the flat part of this on the hook. And then wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. All right. I love some gold, so let's throw some gold on there. I don't always use gold, but when I do, it's this gold. All right, let's throw some gold on there. So what you want to do, you're going to take, I got about 4 strands of it, I think, and we're going to wrap it under this thread right here and just pull it up. So I've got it, I'm holding it above the hook right here. I'm going to hold it up like this right here. I'm going to get a couple of wraps to kind of hold it in place. And I'm going to pull it down to the side right here and wrap it up so it stays down like that. Okay. Now we're going to throw some purple on there. Same thing, I'm going to grab some purple shiny. And throw some purple in there, y'all. Let's see. Grab about, I think that's about 3 strands. Yeah, about 3 strands of it. About 3 strands of purple. Throw that on there, y'all. If y'all new to the channel, y'all, please subscribe. Still trying to grow the channel. I guess I'm always trying to grow the channel. Just like that. Got a little purple and a little gold shiny on the hiney right there. Alright. Now let's add some body to it. I'm going to take, if I can find it, yeah, we'll go with this. Oh, here it is right here. This is what I was looking for right here. All right, we're going to grab some purple. I think this is EP. Misty purple. It's minnow head brush. So it's 1.5 inch minnow head brush. Let's just grab a little chunk of that. This stuff's pretty thick, so you don't need a ton of it. I'll show y'all. So there's a wire that runs, if you can see through the light, there's a wire that runs down through the middle of this. And we're going to lay it on there, and we're going to fold this stuff back over the wire. So we're just going to lay this on top of the hook. And now we're gonna wrap this, and as we do, we're gonna fold the wire back. So I'm gonna get it started. I'm just gonna kind of fold it back as I wrap it. Just adding some thickness to the fly. Okay, now we're gonna wrap that to make sure it stays on there. Oh, hey, Mr. David. I've been running charters, I think the last, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Last 5 days. But you know, I tied the other night for a little bit, but most every night when I get home from running charters, I'm super tired. But today I'm just kind of sitting around, so I thought I would just tie some for a little bit. I got to fish again the next 2 days. Oh, you watched the live? Okay, cool. So you probably saw. Yesterday I didn't do a whole lot of live. I turned on the camera while we were running out to our first spot yesterday. But the other day on my spinning rod trip, I had the camera on. We caught the heck out of them on the spinning rod trip the other day. I really don't know how many we caught, but it was a whole lot of fish. All right, now let's see. I want to add. I'm thinking about doing just a tiny bit of what you call it right here. I don't know if I should. I don't want it to float too much. I tell you what, I'll just add some crack wrap, I guess. Just throw some crack wrap on there. Oh, I got you. Man, Miss David, if you can get here in the fall, September or something like September is absolutely on fire. If you want to catch a lot of 20 plus pound, a whole lot of 20-pound and over fish, I would come in the fall or winter time, especially even August. I mean, August, September, all that. October is really good. It's just October, I've got almost full already, but September is really good. September is my favorite month. That's awesome, Coach. That's awesome, Coach. Yeah, the trout or the speckled trout are on fire right now. As long as you can get out there on a day when the winds are decent, the speckled trout are on fire right now, and they're going to keep getting better for a while because they're moving out towards the beaches to spawn. So you can go out there along the beaches and, especially here before long, and really smoke them along the beaches. Just gonna throw some little black color crack wrap right here, y'all. Man, I'm so tired of the wind. Tired of the wind. That's all us fishing guides talk to each other about all the time, is how much we are tired of the wind. Usually sometime in May, the wind kind of calms down because it starts getting really hot. So yeah, I'm ready. I'll take the heat over that wind just because I'm ready for that wind to calm down. We're adding some poofiness right here to the front of this fly, y'all. Let's see. Oh wow, you going to Alabama? Oh yeah, that's real close, man. I mean, all my family's back home in Georgia, so I got a good 7-hour ride every time I go to Georgia. All right. Let's tie this one off right here. Fly looks pretty good, I think. Let's tie it off real quick, y'all. Let me just check my... Okay. We're good. I was checking my notifications, y'all. Make sure I hadn't missed anything. Don't want to miss like a fishing call or something like that. So all this tool does is put a lot of little half hitches in here. That's all it does, y'all. Just a bunch of half hitches. All right, let's throw some more glue around those knots. Now my next 2 days are spinning rod, so we won't be fly fishing. It's not fly fishing my next 2 trips. It's all spinning rod stuff. So far So far, I'm not guiding Wednesday. Um, Possibly fishing Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday is the fly fishing festival in Alabama. So that'll be cool because I'll be out there catching pompano and everything else off the beaches out there. So that'll be cool. All right, y'all. Quick, easy little purple and black fly. Use some rabbit zonkers for the tail right there with some black stripes on it. And a little purple and gold shiny. And some minnow head brush right there for some body to it. And then a little crack wrap right here around the beginning. We might tie another one of these real quick. Let's do another one just for the heck of it. Let's see. Would love to come fishing with you guys, but a little far away. Copenhagen. Oh man, Denmark, dude. Um, Man, Nordic. I've had people from Poland, Czechoslovakia, all over Europe, all over South America, Canada. I don't really count Canada, but Canada. Um, Man, I've had people from all over the world, man. So Louisiana is the home of the redfish. Redfish are all up and down the East Coast and stuff, but Louisiana is the home of the redfish. So people come from all over down here to catch these big fish. Let's do another one, y'all. Basically, we'll do the same fly we just did. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for the thumbs ups, y'all. I'm really trying to grow the channel. All right, this is a 3/0 Uncle hook. I like the curve on that hook though, and it's a 3/0, and it looks big, but it's not really a giant hook. But I do want some size to it. If you look at the videos on my channel and see the size fish that we catch, trust me, this is nothing. We use all the way up to like 5/0 hooks and stuff. So it might seem like a big hook, but when you're catching fish that are over 20 pounds pretty consistently, it's not really that bad. All right, let's throw another one there. All right, y'all, we're gonna do a little thread base right behind the eye right here. Oops. Let me tighten my vise just a hair. All right, a little bit of thread base. I might film some. What weight rod do I use most? I use my 10 weight more than anything. I've got 8s, 9s, and 10s, but my 10 weight I use more than anything, just for two main reasons. First of all, the size of the fish. I just don't want to have to fight them forever. I mean, it's fun, but so I use a 10 weight to make it easier, and then also for the wind. I can just with the 10 weight, it's just easier to cast in the wind. So yeah, I use a 10 weight the most. Although my biggest redfish ever on a fly was on an 8 weight. So, and I would say most people that I get, most people are using 8 weights and 9 weights, but I get some 10 weight people too, man. Let them pull in a couple of 20 pounders, and then they might want a 10 weight after that. And I've got fly rods, so my clients that come, if they don't have the equipment, I got everything. 2 aught hooks and 15-pound test, up to 20 pounds off the rocks. I never catch anything over 10 pounds. Okay, I got you, co-sider. Yeah, my leaders that I use mostly 30-pound fluorocarbon, and sometimes I'll use 40-pound. If I'm fishing topwater flies, obviously I'll switch it up to a monofilament leader, but it's still going to be usually 30 or 40 pound. Oh, yeah, gives the cod a chance. Gotcha, man. Well, since I take people fishing for a living, I don't want them losing those giant fish. So yeah, I'm using 30 and 40 pound. There you go, rockfish. Isn't a rockfish? That's the same thing as a striper, right? Isn't that the same thing as a striper? Is that the same? I think it is, but oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Or maybe I'm thinking rock bass. They call rock bass stripers, right? Or I'm sorry, they call stripers rock bass, right? Like up in like the New York area and stuff. Don't they call rock bass or stripers rock bass? Why does that eye looks off? That eye looked a little off. I might have to glue it some more. I'll glue it again when I get done here in a second. Gotcha. All right, let's tie the same. Let me find that material. I want to tie another one of those that I just tied. Where did I put it? Right here. Again, just gonna grab a zonkers, y'all. We're just gonna do the same fly that I just tied, just to have another one. All right, thank you, Coach Ryder or Coach Sider. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're gonna take the flat side of it right there and put it on the hook. Okay. Let's throw our gold and our purple in there. Our shiny hiney. I say shiny hiney. There's actually crappie or crappie or however you want to say it. Down here in Louisiana, they call them sac-a-lait because everything's got to be French. But uh, there's a crappie lure called a shiny hiney. It used to be my favorite one when I used to crappie fish a lot, and that's what it was called, was a shiny hiney. Used to catch the heck out of some crappie on that thing. All right, we threw some gold on there, and now let's throw some purple on there. Let's see, I just checked the wiki. The striped bass, okay. Striper, yeah, rock, okay, yeah, that's what I thought, man. I get people from New York that come down a lot, and I know they catch them. fact, I had some people from New York. I had some people from New York last week. But they were cool. We caught a lot of fish. All right, let's throw some purple in there. I don't know why that purple's acting. It's fine. It'll flow backwards in the water anyway. But that purple is acting weird. Okay. All right, let's go with our EP brush. Okay, so Zachary, yeah, so the south of New Orleans is where I got. I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from Georgia, but I live here and fish down here. But the Port Sulphur area is where I'm at. I've been fishing down here a long time, but I'm not technically from here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna grab some minnow head brush right here again. That feels like two pieces almost, but I guess it's just really thick. Throw some minnow head on here, y'all. And then wrap it. So just tweezing them with these little clamp things, it just makes it easier. Yeah, Zachary, that's going towards Gonzales, I think, right? Ain't like a little bee town? Is that where I'm thinking about? Hmm. All right, let's brush some of that out. All right, let's throw some crack rock on there, some crack wrap. It's called crack wrap. This is crack wrap right here, y'all. But we don't need that much of it. Let's see. Just a little dab of crack wrap would do you. Everybody's watching. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you that don't know, I'm a fishing guide down here in Louisiana for like redfish, speckled trout, all the inshore stuff, redfish, speckled trout, black trout, all the normal stuff, and then I do fly rod and regular, regular conventional, y'all. So I do both of them. I'm trying to find the end of this stuff right here, y'all. Is what I'm doing. There it is right there. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I'll see you later. I might be on late tonight. All right, let's wrap some crack wrap around this thing, y'all. All right. Let's see. Cool, cool, cool. Let me check my. Shoot, y'all. Let me. After this fly, I had one of my clients try to call me, y'all. So after this fly, I'm probably going to have to jump off so I can call him back, see what he needs. Let me get through tying this fly. The guys that are fishing with me the next 2 days just tried to call me. So I need to call and see what they need. But thank y'all for watching. I will get back on here later tonight. And at night, it gets crazy on here, y'all. Sometimes I'll have like 10,000 people. Like the other night, I had almost 12,000 views the other night while we were doing this. So usually when I tie flies at night, y'all, we'll have all kinds of people watching, and everybody will be chatting in the chat. It gets crazy on here at night when I'm tying flies. A lot of people watching, a lot of people talking. So probably get back on here later tonight, y'all. Throw some glue on here. Hit it with the UV light. All right, y'all. Another little redfish fly. All to get them. So we started off with this one, y'all. Just a little. You can't go wrong with that color down here, you know. Simple little fly. And then we did black and purple, which is, we did 2 of the black and purple, which is one of the best colors down here for redfish. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'll get back on later tonight. Usually around I'm Central Time, so around 8 o'clock Central or so, and should be a lot of people in here. Thank y'all for watching.